Rev up your engines!
Because Roadkill asks, what are your thoughts on a Jeep Gladiator? I wouldn't buy one, Fiat merged with Chrysler, their quality went, and the Gladiators have all kinds of problems. I would not buy that. If you really want a Jeep, get an old one. Get a 70s or 80s Jeep that's either been done over or get it and have somebody do it over for you. They'll keep their value. They hold up. They're well made. But the new ones, they're junk. Now, if you really got to get one, go ahead and lease one. Then get rid of it when the lease is up and you don't have to mess with any of the repairs. So Roosh Zakiri says, Chrysler 300 or Impala? Okay, I wouldn't buy either of those cars, but if you had to, get the Impala. The Chrysler 300 are endless money pits as they age. The only good thing they had were the Hemi engines. The rest of the vehicles were junk. They just fall apart. They're not very well made. They're pretty much gas hogs because they got that big V8 engine in them. And the ones that don't, that have the Pentastar V6, those aren't those good engines. So out of those, I'd say get the Impala, but I wouldn't get any. You want a luxury car that's really nice. Hey, get a lower end Lexus. Beat those things around 50 times. It'll last 5-10 times as long, and you'll spend 1/10 as much in repairs. Joshua Ting says, Scotty, what do you think of an 86 Suburban? Well, everybody knows I'm not a GM fan, but back in 86, they were building those things like tanks. I still got a few customers with those old ones. They love them. They use them for hunting trucks out in West Texas. Leave them on their land and then just drive them for hunting out in the woods and don't tag them. And if they have the all four-wheel drive ones, hey, those things can really go through a lot of stuff. They were solid built tanks in those days. Tremendous gas hogs, of course, but they were solid built. And if you want to get something and fix it up, that would be what you'd want to fix up because they were solid built, and if you rebuild the engine, transmission, rear end, they can last a really long time. The new ones, no, but those old ones, they were built like tanks. The Churro says, do you like the Honda S2000? Oh yeah, they're great little sports cars. They were 4-cylinder, not even turbocharged or supercharged. Honda put their first fancy variable valve timing. Those are great little sports cars. They stopped making them. Honda's not really into sports cars. They're into making money, selling a whole millions and millions of cars. I mean, now they got the Honda Civic R, and those are screaming little Civics. But hey, they start at like $35,000. I think they're not giving them away. Those S2000s were excellent vehicles. Say, if you want to get one, or you're even thinking about an investment car, buy one now, because I can see the prices are starting to go up, because a lot of them are going to be wrecked, blown up, whatever, and there'll be less of them out there, and the value will go up because they aren't making them anymore, and they were relatively solid built cars, and being a Honda, you can always get parts for them. Johnny Chimpo says, who makes the best battery? Well, realize there's only a handful of battery makers these days. If you're looking to buy a battery, do a little research, and you'll find out that if there's 50 kinds of batteries, they're all made by 3 or 4 different companies. My advice is find the nearest place to you that sells decent batteries. 2.5 blocks is an AutoZone. They sell good Duralast batteries. I buy most of my batteries there. They get a good guarantee. You don't have a problem. They're there. And the advantage of them, there's AutoZones all over the place. So say you're on vacation, your battery goes bad, they go by your phone number. You give them your phone number, and if it's less than 3 years old and you bought a good battery, you'll get a new one free, no questions asked. You can't beat that, you know? And they make a good battery. They don't make them, you know. I think Johnson Controls, somebody makes them. There's only a limited amount of people that make batteries. So if you find which companies make which batteries, then look for the best guarantee and the best price for ones that company makes. And if you find that, say, Walmart sells one that's made by the same company as another company and they sell it cheaper, buy it there then. What the heck? Orlando D says, what do you think of a 2000 Montero Sport with 177,000 miles? I'm getting it for free. All right, you're getting it for free. What the heck? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Sure, take it, change the oil in it, don't overheat the engine, and drive it. Then if something goes wrong, it's going to cost a bunch of money. Just junk the thing. You can't argue that. You got it for nothing. Now, you don't want to buy one of those things, fall apart as they age, but you're getting it for nothing. Take care of it. Who knows? I've had customers even get Chryslers, and they got them for free. And sometimes they'd have them for 2 or 3 years, and they didn't have to spend too much money if they weren't falling apart to drive them around. So what the heck? Then if something big goes, you junk the thing. Nothing wrong with doing that if it's free. Effagenlik says, you should do home repair videos on the side. Well, I think people would try to kill me then. I do my own home repairs, of course, you know, but I just did a little bit back behind me. My house is held together with polyurethane. And most people would say, boy, what, he's rigging those things, you know, he's just rigging those things. Yeah, well, this house is like almost 80 years old, and it's in Houston. It was originally ocean floor, sandy soil with clay, and we didn't get much rain the end of July to August, so the clay shrinks, and then the house is cracked, and then it expands, but they don't expand back the whole way. That's a stinker. They go a little bit way, but not the whole way. So if you get cracks, you got to fill up. But I won't be making home repair videos. I'm sticking to cars, my true expertise. People would probably come after me if they saw the stuff I did when I do home repairs. And if you looked at my house, it's so crooked. The AT&T guy came to the front door and he goes, whoa, and he goes sideways because the whole house is crooked. But it's solid. Those walls are shiplap. So it's a house and a house and a house. It's not going to fall down. It's just crooked. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.